So I just watched season 6 of WandaVision, and I think I can speak for everyone when I say my mind is absolutely blown. First off, spoilers if you haven't seen episode 6, because we're going to go into the big reveal right now. Quicksilver is in this show, which is mind-blowing to think about. Quicksilver, or Pietro Maximoff, is one of those characters that I have wanted to return in the MCU for a while, and for the longest time, they hadn't mentioned him at all past 2015 in Age of Ultron, when he died. And I always thought it was strange that they had never mentioned him after the fact. I mean, the stories didn't necessarily require him to be mentioned, but it would have been nice to get a nod here or there. So for the show, I was like, if they're ever going to mention or have Quicksilver appear ever again, it would have to be in this show. And it finally happened, not in the way I expected it to, obviously. First, I want to talk about the build-up throughout the show. Throughout the previous episodes, they had talked about Quicksilver and little nods here and there, and I was like, oh, that's cool, they're actually mentioning him like he actually existed. And then in this episode, she talks to her twins about how family is forever, and then her kids ask, did you have a brother? And I'm just like, it's going to happen, like, it's going to happen. And then their dog dies, and they're like, please bring the dog back to life, like, why can't you just bring stuff back to life? You have the power to do that. And she's like, you can't, because that's wrong. And she's kind of like subconsciously thinking about Quicksilver, and that's how she ends up creating him, without even intending to. And then he knocks on the door at the very end, and you see the back of his head, and you see like the silver, like the hair and stuff, and you're like, oh my god, that's him. And then the camera cuts, but it's not Aaron Taylor Johnson, the actor who played Pietro in Age of Ultron. It's Evan Peters, the guy who played Quicksilver in the X-Men franchise. So it's a guy who played Quicksilver in a different franchise entirely, in a different reality. He's Quicksilver now. How there are so many implications to this. Like, how is he even like there? Is this a random guy that just looks like Evan Peters that she made him think he's Quicksilver? Is this someone that she had just like made appear? Is this someone that she got from a different reality and just like pulled him out? There's so many things to question. I don't think this is necessarily the Quicksilver from Days of Future Past, those X-Men movies, because he had a little sister in those movies, but she was like 15 years younger than him, and they weren't twins. And then you cut to here in this version, Pietro and Wanda are twins. They're the same age. It just wouldn't make sense. Like, he responds to Pietro, not Peter. And in the X-Men movies, his name is Peter. I don't think it's the same version. I think it's obviously a mix between his appearance and then him being related, and kind of just like a mix of them, maybe from a different reality. I don't know, man. There's like 14 million different possibilities for how this could play out, which is where we segue into Doctor Strange, because I feel like Doctor Strange is going to appear at the end of the show, which will lead directly into the Multiverse of Madness, which is the title of Doctor Strange 2. Now, hear me out. Wanda is set to appear in Doctor Strange 2. Everyone knows this. But I think the way they're going to play it is she's going to create multiple like duplicates of different heroes that she doesn't mean to. So I think that's how it's going to lead into like different Spider-Man existing. A different Quicksilver exists right there. It's in front of our faces. Like, that reveal is like multiverse level of theory, like a crazy thing you wish would happen, but you don't think if it's ever going to, and then boom, it's right there in front of your face. This is pretty much the final nail in the coffin of multiverse stuff happening. Spider-Man 3 multiverse. So I think she's going to go out of control like she already is, and Doctor Strange is going to have to clean up that mess and bring people back to their realities, because Doctor Strange 2 takes place after Spider-Man 3. So Spider-Man 3, they can have their own multiverse adventure, and then they got to go back home. I think that's how it's going to play out. I have no idea. I keep on saying this, but it's mind-blowing. Like, how that happened. That just happened. I know Mr. Sunday Movies already made a video about this. I haven't seen that video, but I saw the title, and it's questioning, does this break the MCU? And like, I don't know. It might. It's like multiverse level insanity. Like, anyway, I just wanted to give you guys like my quick reaction of me just watching the show and what I think about it and my theories. And it's just insane. Like, anything could happen at this point. So definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. Seriously, like, let me know your theories or how you interpreted what happened at the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you next time.